The history and human drama that unfolded behind the walls, as well as the breathtaking architecture that can be found on so many castles, contribute to their attractiveness. They're also romantic and magical, sites that pique our interest and conjure up images of long ago knights in dazzling armor and fearsome warrior queens. Many are now living history museums where current visitors may see jousting and other historical fighting forms, listen to the medieval music, or see artisans perform antique arts, crafts, and everyday skills. Watch to learn more about 10 of the world's most magnificent castles. Fortified dwellings that are both a visual feast and a voyage back in time to the era in which they were built. First on the list, the Ashford Castle. Ashford Castle in Ireland's County Mayo is the place to go whether you want to feel like a knight in a shining armor or a princess in a tower. Although it appears like the year is still 1314 from the exterior, the interior is as opulent and sumptuous as ever. What's the best part? This castle is more than simply a day trip destination. You are welcome to stay. It has to be one of Europe's most opulent hotels. This 800-year-old castle is a magnificent historic monument of national significance. The former home of the Guinness family, it has welcomed a slew of celebrities throughout the years, including the Prince of Wales and Ronald Reagan. With the help of local specialists and artisans, Red Carnation's flawless 5-year renovation has restored Ashford Castle's place as one of Europe's most distinguished hotels. A real celebration of history, present, and future. You'll feel like Sleeping Beauty herself if you visit Ashford Castle in France's Loire Valley. This is the chateau that prompted Charles Perrault to create his famous fairy tale about the sleeping princess, according to tales of a backpacker. It appears like the kind of castle that appears in children's novels, with a majestic facade. Chenonceau, Chambord, Amboise, and Chiverny are just a handful of many castles found in the Loire Valley. The Chateau du Sac is less well known than its neighbors, yet it still has lots to see and do. With bedrooms, galleries, dungeons, and gardens on exhibit, it narrates some intriguing local history and is a terrific site to explore. Lumilina Ice Castle in Finland is as unusual as they come. This castle is definitely more frozen than Sleeping Beauty. It is reconstructed each year with a new design to draw tourists. Though you'll feel like royalty when seeing the magnificent castle, you won't be warm unless you pack your thermals. We've been creating the magnificent snow castle every winter since 1996, utilizing only snow and ice created from sea water as construction materials. Within the icy walls, guests will find gleaming white walkways leading to fairy tale-like scenes. The snow castle walls are adorned with stunning snow sculptures, each one more exquisite than the last. Next, northern Italy is brimming with magnificent scenery that haven't altered much since the Middle Ages. Malsicine Castle is located in quaint village of Malsicine near Lake Garda. The castle's formal name is Castello Scaligero, and it is located next to Monte Baldo, the region's biggest peak. The structure dates back to the year 568 AD. It was built in the Middle Ages as a stronghold. The opulent castle is so beautiful that it even inspired Gustav Klimt, the renowned Austrian painter. Good news for lovers. From April and October each year, you may be married here. Garnering the spot, Neusbernstein Castle, near Schwangau, Germany, is perhaps one of the most famous fairy tale castles in the world. This castle was the inspiration for the Sleeping Beauty Castle in Disneyland today. It's good enough for Walt Disney, so it'll do for us. The castle, which is located in the Bavarian countryside, was finished in 1886. Because the castle is one of Bavaria's most famous destinations, you should book your tickets well in advance. Even though there is no actual throne in the big throne chamber, visitors like viewing it. Experiencing Denmark's Kronborg Castle is like visiting a piece of history. The city of Helsingør appears to be similar to Hamlet's Elsinore, which is why it is said that famed playwright William Shakespeare pictured this castle when he penned Hamlet. You'll be able to watch various portions of the play performed by local performers in this opulent castle. This is also a phantom of the king that was produced utilizing technology as a bit of fun. You can see him appear and explain how he died. Liechtenstein Castle, which is less well known than Neusbernstein Castle, is another gorgeous German castle worth seeing. It's an excellent idea to leave before the visitors discover this hidden treasure. Despite its Gothic architecture, this castle has only been standing since the mid-1800s. However, a medieval fortress stood in its stead. The castle is built on the top of a massive rock, providing breathtaking views from inside. On the inside, you'll find antique armor and weaponry on display. Attention! Fans of Game of Thrones should go to Lumilina Castle in Croatia at least once in their life. This massive fortification serves as a red keep in King's Landing in the TV program. Unlike other well-known European castles, this one overlooks the sparkling Mediterranean Sea. Shakespeare plays have lately been staged inside the stronghold, which feel all the more real from the inside of the castle. However, in recent years, the biggest lure to Dubrovnik has been Game of Thrones, which was shot in the city for the duration of the program. In the finest halls of Scotland, Edinburgh Castle is the most popular paid tourist destination in Scotland for a reason. The castle attracts throngs of tourists and keeps them coming back with its infinite exhibitions and historical displays, treasures, and a study center, souvenir stores, and even 2 restaurants. While you can't stay in the castle overnight, you can get a taste of what it must have been like for the numerous royals who have done so throughout the ages. It's also one of the greatest venues to learn about Scotland's rich history in Edinburgh. Considered to be the most lavish of all, Romania is home to a number of well-known castles, notably Bran Castle, which is thought by some to be the genuine Dracula's castle. If you prefer lovely over frightening though, Palace Castle in the country's Montania area is a must-see. According to Travel Pulse, the castle is designed in the Neo-Renaissance style and is surrounded by breathtaking mountain views that will take your breath away. It's enough to admire the splendor of the castle from the outside, but you can also go inside. Beyond these 10 luxurious castles around the world, once you've stepped in, you'll surely feel like a star in those medieval/Renaissance fantasies that only live in your dream. It will look super freaking amazing.